Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book, Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. We talked a little bit about the soft skills. Today we're going to talk a little bit about faith, the faith that and the confidence and trust that you have in the people in your organization or your organization. But I think it's such an important soft skill. Before we do that, I will want to say thank you. Our subscriptions on YouTube for the Leadership Library are at all-time highs. Thank you very much. Please continue to subscribe. It's very helpful, and it gets you the notices when the latest episodes come out. But I want to say thank you to that. I also want to say thank you to an individual who sent me a very nice email. I won't embarrass them by using their name, but they were very complimentary of the fact that we're talking about skills that people sometimes in leadership roles describe them as maybe being weak or not confident or not decisive. But these are skills, faith, hope, charity, and patience that they believe are important skills that quietly really show them as being a strong leader. So thank you for that email. And once again, I appreciate the feedback. And thank you so much for subscribing to the Leadership Library podcast on our YouTube channel. Let's talk about faith. To me, faith can move mountains. It's the belief you have in your people and your organization. You believe in your people until they're ready to believe in themselves. We've talked about this before. In fact, I talked about it in my career when we at UPS had to have a promotion from within policy, and UPS believed in Rocky Romanella well ahead of me believing in myself. There were roles and responsibilities that I got that I wasn't quite sure I was ready, but they believed in me until I was ready to believe in myself. And I feel that that's part of great leadership. That's something that I took great pride in later on because I had that feeling of someone doing it for me. And that's the faith they had in me. What's the faith you have in your people? Maybe you have identified an individual for the next promotion or the next level or the next responsibility. They want it, but they're unsure. That's the faith you have in them, that you start to believe in them until they're ready to believe in themselves. And in that early process, you're believing in them. You're believing that they can get that job done. You're believing they're the right person for the job. And then at some point, their skills, their confidence gets them to the point where they're kind of break even. They're feeling good about themselves. They think they can do it. You think they can. And that's that break even point. And that's when you step away. That's when you show the ultimate faith in them. That's when you're not micromanaging them. Because really, when you don't micromanage someone, you have faith in them. That's when you step back and you become a cheerleader. So I think the faith that you have in your people, the faith that you have in your organization comes through in the way you manage, the way you conduct yourself, the way you present yourself, and the way you communicate with them about these feelings, the way you feel about them, and the responsibility that you give them that goes with their authority ultimately shows the faith that you have in them. That takes a strong leader to do that. It takes a strong leader to have that faith in their individuals. But when you have that faith, it makes your people feel so good that you have that confidence and that you have that trust in them as an individual inside your organization. So faith can move mountains. It could get people to do things that they never thought they could do before. Thank you so much for being part of the Leadership Library. Thank you once again. Be safe, and until we meet again.